Alright, usually when I'm driving, things come to my head, and I just have to tell people. I have to. I just got out of Walmart, and you guys like your new self-checkout lines? I mean, it's so convenient, isn't it? It's very convenient. Some of you can see what the hell's going on. Some of you just can't, and I'm sorry, and I pray for you. I do. I really do. What are you doing when you go through those lines? You rush, blah, 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 blah. Your human-to-human contact now is cut off, right? You won't be able to buy, trade, or sell without it. Mark of the beast. Some of the ministers and the pastors and such, and they're gonna disagree. People, I don't care. People can disagree. I'm not a pastor or minister, by all means. But I have met certain people and taken back with me a certain knowledge that not everybody has. I descended and I remembered. So that, you know, just like that special group of people that are going to be out in the field during the end times, that are going to be preaching and opening up people's eyes. A lot of people believe that this group is going to be all Jewish. A lot of people believe that these people are already in heaven. They're going to come down. A lot of ministers on YouTube have already told people that they are one of those people because they're a minister. Because God forbid if anybody else is a servant of God. You know, it's just only ministers and priests and such that, you know, that they're the only ones that can have that type of knowledge. I mean, according to them. I mean, let's say somebody died and, you know, went to heaven or hell and met the Lord and was given all kinds of knowledge, and then they came back, they were revived, and they had finally opened up their eyes, and this person was really seeing things that they've never seen before. And you know, out in the field there we have a diversity, right? So I would think that God's chosen people would be diverse. They're not going to just be Jewish. You're going to be talking to everybody, right? You got to get people to trust you and believe you. I mean, wouldn't it make sense that some of these people that are going to be going out into the field maybe have already died? Maybe they've been given knowledge strictly from the boss himself? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't care. You can read the Bible from front to back and recite scriptures like you've never seen, but if you can't interpret what it's really saying and you don't have a straight relationship with God, then you can't sit there and say that this is this and this that, because you just don't know. Does anybody really know? Well, I mean, I would think that if somebody had met the Lord, seen the Lord face to face, that maybe they might know some things. Because the Lord, let me tell you, Jesus does not send people back without giving them some type of knowledge and showing them things. Trust me on that. Okay? Anyway, you're not going to be able to buy, trade, or sell without it. You know, you guys notice that the department stores are closing. More and more people are ordering things off of line. They're selling things online, eBay, and they're doing that with the credit card, you know, and they don't have to converse with anyone, only over the internet. No more human-to-human contact. This is great. This is convenient. I have to leave my house, right? Okay. Well, self-checkout lines. This is great. I don't have to talk to anybody. Do you know what happens when you when you start getting isolated? Like, you know, you stop playing video games and your only friends now are over, you know, the video game. You're not talking to people outside the world. Everything, all this technology is so wonderful that it's lessening our contact with other humans, in which that is not what God intended. You need to have contact with another human to feel love, to feel forgiveness, to feel happiness, to accomplish things. Man and woman, you. So, all of this technology that is allowing us to become lazy and zombie-like, do you think that is a good thing? You think that's a great thing? What about transferring money now? You can send somebody money within 5 minutes. It's wonderful, isn't it? You don't even have to see the actual paper dollar to do this. Isn't that something? Wow. Seems like we're going to be, they're getting ready for us to go right into the future. Things are going to be wonderful. You know when Jesus said that if you take the mark of the beast, you're not going to go to heaven? Do you think that he actually meant that if you take a chip in your hand, that's it, you're done? You know what he meant? Jesus meant that when you take the mark of the beast, which is symbolic, it's not an actual chip, okay? Your brain is in your forehead, in your hand. You hold your cell phone with your hand. You type on the computer with your hand. You do action. You know what Jesus meant? Jesus meant that you are going to lose contact with other humans because of not the convenience of not having to do much, right? Not having to talk to people. You're going to lose your empathy for people. You're going to lose your love for people. That's what happens when you spend time in isolation. I sat for 6 years in my house after my divorce, and I didn't talk to anybody. I didn't go out. You know what happened? You know what that did to me? I started being bitter. It was awful, okay? And then an old friend came back into my life, and like that, I went from being that person to myself again, in which I take care of people, so I have to be loving, and I have to, and that's my true nature, okay? So, unconditional love is what my lesson was, and God needed me to be me because I have an important job to do here. So, what I'm telling you guys is this. The mark of the beast is what I just said. It's the internet. It's the internet, the phones, the scanners, all of that. Any way necessary for you to lose your contact with another human. And Jesus said you won't go to heaven. That's because you are going to lose forgiveness, love. You're going to turn into an absolute monster. You're going to forget about Jesus. You don't even care about him because you're going to have your little cell phone. So much fun. People at the doctor's office, you can't even talk to them. They're like this, right? On their phone. Go to a restaurant and look at some of the people that are on dates. They're both on their phone, right? So they're not talking to each other. They don't care about each other, right? Because if they did, the phone wouldn't even be there because they would be talking to each other. They would be feeling things. They're bored. They're looking on phone. Do you understand what the mark of the beast is? And any one of you preachers, and I will go toe to toe with you on this one because I don't care. I am 100% sure this is exactly what Jesus was trying to tell you guys. Don't get sucked into the technology because the technology is the devil's way of controlling you. They want you to become a zombie. He wants to separate us. There's a reason. Because when the Antichrist takes over, he's going to do what? He's going to have full control, and he wants to trick you. And when people are distracted on their phones, they're not going to give a shit what the Antichrist is doing. Who cares? I have my phone. I don't care. And after I woke up, I was never really looked at as somebody who knew anything. I've never felt any type of intelligence in myself. I never had any type of self-esteem my whole life because of the way I was treated. Trust me. And it still happens. I still get treated like I'm a piece of garbage by certain people that I love. But you know what? That's the way it is. I can't help that. But you know, I honestly, I am, things are coming out of my mouth that I'm people, their mouths drop. I have never felt so confident in my entire life as I've been feeling lately. I feel like I can have a conversation with somebody and I know things. And you know why? Because I think when I was not breathing for 3 minutes that I was told things and I'm supposed to remember these things at certain points in my life. I was educated and not in school. And I can see things now that and I don't care. People can tell me I'm weird, I'm this, I'm that. You know, I'm not weird. I'm not weird at all. I am actually, I think I'm one of the nicest people ever, and I will do anything for anybody. People do probably think I'm weird. Oh God, I must be one kid told me that I was too religious. I was overly religious. Because if anybody says anything about Jesus to me and it's not nice, I'm sorry, I have a reaction to it. And this kid told me that Jesus needed a haircut, and that was it. I said, a haircut? A haircut? I don't think so. Anyway, so this is the point. And these videos are and this is why I could never understand why I could look at certain cases like missing persons cases and I could tell you things that I don't know how it comes into my mind. There's something happened to me and my mind was opened. And I was trying to help people and do with that and such, and I still am going to do that. People ask me for help a lot with certain cases, but I have a lot to say about what I'm learning and a lot to show people. And I asked the Lord, I need a platform, I said, because I need to tell people things. And I have a lot to tell you guys, and I'm trying to explain it to you in a way that you understand. And I need you guys to trust me because I wouldn't lie to anybody. Never, ever in my life. And if I know something, I'm going to tell you the truth. Please, 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 please. I know it's not easy. Okay? Spend less time on your phone. Spend more time with people. Don't ever lose that. Don't lose it with your kids, because a lot of us are losing our relationships with our children because they're on their cell phones, we're on our phones, and we're not even eating dinner together. A lot of us are single, we're alone. It's so horrible. It's not horrible. It's just I have my lisp still. I can't talk. It just sometimes you just miss having that person, somebody with you. You just miss that. But I'm starting to realize that, you know what? I really don't care anymore now, because I have my kids, and you know what? That's all I care. That's all that matters to me and my children now. And if somebody doesn't accept me for me or can't see me and any good qualities in me, I see good qualities in people, and I make sure that I tell them that. But if somebody can't see the goodness in me and my intentions, then, and they instead of treating me like a human being, they want to treat me like, a pile of trash that they can just throw out at the end of the day. You know what? It's their loss. I'm not chasing. I'm not doing that anymore. I have things to do, and I want to have a life, and I want to have a good life. And I know who I am, and you guys, you don't have to beg people. Stop doing that. Stop chasing people. Stop trying to convince people who you are. You know who you are. You know what? If they don't see it, oh well. Because, certain people are going to be so lucky. They are going to be so blessed. They are going to be taken care of when things get bad, because, guys, it's already happening. And trust me, you don't want to be on the dark side. And you know what? People that have the light in them see the light in other people no matter what. Unconditional love. You see past their faults, their mistakes, and you forgive them. You see them as them being perfect. Just like Jesus, Messiah. Perfect. And let me tell you, he's perfect. And he doesn't look like you guys think. He's the most beautiful man in the world. It's because he has an aura and a radiance and a light, and I call Jesus an OG. It's a joke. He's an OG, isn't he? He is. He's an OG. He even walks like an OG too. He does. He seriously does. He has the sandals. He has everything. The sandals. He's got the, he's got the tailored robe. He's got it all. Anyway, so that's what I'm just trying to say. That don't take the mark of the beast. Okay? Because when you lose love for people, you take the mark of the beast. The mark of the beast stands for Satan has left his mark on you. Do you understand that? Satan has left his mark on you. It's not an actual device. Stop telling people it's a chip. It's a mark. When someone leaves their mark on you, like somebody makes an impression on you, they leave their mark on you. That's what that means. It's symbolic. Oh my God, I could explain to you some of the stories in the Bible. Just like with the fallen angels. You think the fallen angels actually walked right up to a female and got her pregnant? They went right into the bed? No. Demons possess humans. They used human bodies to have intercourse with the women. And the children that were born were what? Nephilim. They were giants. You know what? Maybe something tainted the DNA, and some of the children that were born had abnormalities. Doesn't that sound a little... People were tall back then. You guys don't understand. We are shrinking. People were tall back then. Look around you. Fallen angels can control and possess humans. They have been doing this forever. So, they didn't actually sleep with the women. They used a male host to sleep with the women. The women got pregnant, and the babies that were born were abnormally tall. And they were, just like today, when there's certain people that have children that have illnesses, and they have things. That's what happened back then. The fallen angels are still trying to play games around here. Come on, guys. The aliens, the fallen angels. All right. I have so much to say, and you know what? I don't have many. I'm alone. I'm alone now. I don't date. I'm not dating. I'm all set. I don't want to date. I had one love in my life. I was in love with one person, and I don't know. Nothing. I can't date now because it's just not the same. It's not the same. I don't want to be with anybody that I have to force that feeling. That I have to feel that connection. And I'm never going to feel that again. I already know that. So, trust me, you only have one person that you're supposed to be with, and that's just it. But anyway, I'm going to maybe be making more videos. I need to explain to you guys the meaning of the Garden of Eden. I hope some of the pastors watch these videos. I do. Because I'm not saying I'm not saying I'm right either. But I'm saying that there's knowledge, and I've seen things, and we all need to work together to just spread messages of love, we need to work together to remind people to not lose human to human contact, and we need to come together. That's our purpose in life, is to help other people. Alright, guys, next video will be, and I do know how to edit videos, don't get me wrong, I did figure this out. I have an app now, I've come into the times, but the thing I couldn't get it to do anything. So I'm gonna insert pictures and do all this crap. The next video, I'll insert a little picture of what the Messiah really looks like, and you know, and I'm gonna do it. I swear, I'm gonna make a nice little video. The next one, it's not gonna be a cheesy one like this in the car. You're lucky I mean you know how to use the video thing on this. All right, guys, have a good one. Peace.